What's good? It's PR Corey, and here we are with another stream. Today, what I'm going to be doing is finishing up this layer that you see here, which is the middle section. Uh, yeah, let's go ahead and start. That'll be it. Just coloring in this section, and I'll be out of here. Just starting up the morning. Not here to talk, nothing like that. Just here to work on camera, giving an update of where the project is at. We are right here. Everything up here on this side is done. The only side that we have to redo is this side over here. 0, 1, 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here we are on number 8 on the bottom. So we're down here in the underworld right now. Everything is coloring, and that's just the color I'm talking about that is done. Everything takes its own time, and every stage has its own difficulty. The last level, which is the smallest, the micro level, the very smallest one, takes the longest and the most effort, which is the lead layer. That's pure lead. That's when I got to do all of the numbers. I got to cut everything in half. So there's an intricate amount of, it's a certain way that this has to be done. And that's just period, point blank. There's a certain way that this has to be done because it's communicating something. It's not just drawing or a drawing. This is real science. And without me drawing this out, it's something that cannot be explained by mouth alone. And that's just bare facts. This has to either be drawn out or a computer program. And that's the only way that anybody would be able to understand it. Or, because it has to be seen. You can't tell somebody, what everything I'm drawing out here. So, yeah, I'll just let that be stopped there, and I'm going to go ahead and get this on done. I also want to brief and let it be known as well for future viewers exactly how I meant to say future, but exactly how fast I'm really moving to do this as one man, as one person, and the amount of detail that I'm actually putting into it. The speed that I'm moving while I'm doing this now is impeccable. It's amazing. And you really have to have a work ethic to get this done in the amount of time that I'm getting it done. Because I got the rest of the year to finish this, and that's not long. I only got the rest of the year. This, in my mind, I've had this set to where it has to be done. And in the past, I had other deadlines, but as you perfect your what you're doing and everything, to keep away from saying the word craft, but it says arts. But anyway, once you perfect and you master what you're doing and everything, you realize how much time it really takes to do what you're doing. And I just had to realize and come down to earth and realize it takes longer than what I was thinking to do it correctly, because I was shot. I've shown in the past that if I would have just not did the detail and just kept it at outlining these points right here, it would have just, it didn't look right. It did not look right. Once I do that final layer, that makes it look like a computer did. Every time I show it to someone in my family, they say, it looked like a computer did this. And that's the goal. It's showing how, I mean, the computers come from us. Of course, there's certain things that computers can do that we can't. Speeds that we can't, everything. Hold amounts of knowledge that we can't, and cited and everything that we just can't do. Memories amounts, active. There's no comparison there. But it comes from us. So, I mean, my thing is I don't need a computer in order to do or explain what it is that I'm explaining. I've had other shows where I've talked about that great architect in the universe picture that had the Mandelbrot set there, and I've talked to people and said, this proves that the Mandelbrot set can only be, just like I just said, that this can only be drawn, it can only be seen by somebody drawing this out or putting it in, programming it into a computer. That's period, point blank. Now the Mandelbrot set, on the other hand, that's something that nobody in their mind can draw out and mathematically picture that to be drawn like that without some form of a computer. And that's why I said that it's a lot of evidence that supports that computers might not be as new as we think. They've been around for quite some time. Now, of course, a different form and stuff like that, that's possible. But at the end of the day, that's why I say what I say. This can't be comprehended by just mouth. And that's why I try to get people to comprehend as well, people in this truth community, conscious community and stuff like that. Swear up and down that, it's when we started writing stuff, that's what messed everything up. Man, look, what mess everything up is the liars. It ain't writing that nothing down. Writing ain't evil. You know what I mean? That's what people make out of stuff. It's all about the intent of the person. It's the person's intent to lie in what they're writing in the first place. That's where the evil is coming from. It ain't writing that's evil. It's just a tool at the end of the day. It's a technology. That's what writing is. Drawing falls in that category because writing is a form of drawing. Before any writing was around, drawing was around. That's why drawing is so important. It's actually one of the most primitive things. Your child gonna end up drawing clearly before they end up speaking clearly, or try to start drawing pictures to communicate before they start speaking to communicate clearly. And it's a reason for that. Before you can say anything, all you can use is body language. It's and body language is symbology. Symbols is drawn, or if not drawn, formed. So at the end of the day, that's what I'm getting at. People really, people are only gonna wake up to what I'm doing, and it's a crying shame, man. Later, and it's gonna be too late. And if people ain't have respect, while I don't care what the situation is, I don't care who you think you is and what you think you got, what you think you've been through, whatever you think makes you be able to have liability to dictate what direction and steps someone should take in their life, or where they should be at a certain degree in their life. When it comes to respect on my end, I don't play. And this right here is no joke. It's some people who said some stuff in the past, and they're gonna really be feeling crunchy. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that with faith, 100, and not just faith, 100% fact backing it, man. It's crazy. And just to think, one man thought of this, and he did this all by himself. It's funny as well, and it proves that that what you're doing is worth some money. When people start asking you when they see it, how much you getting paid to do that? when people start asking you how much you getting paid to do a job, that lets you know that they think you should be getting paid in the first place. And that speaks enough. That speaks enough. That's what I'm saying. It don't matter what you're using, it's how you use it, bro. And that's why I'd rather be a walking proof of that for youngsters out here. For people who ain't even young, that's older than me, that got dreams, but they wasn't even big enough to chase them, or didn't even dedicate themselves to talent that they probably had underlying. Okay, so what, you probably got talent, but you ain't putting it to use. You see me putting it to use, actually, and I'm trying to inspire people by doing that. But you got people out here who will look at you like, oh, okay, you ain't got no job, you ain't got your own this, you ain't got your own that. By this age, by this age, I had this and I had that. So people judge you off of their own pretense, by their own life, by their own walk. And if you don't match up with their steps, then they just look at you and deem you as lower or nothing compared to them. And I'm telling them people right now, through my own actions, you got me completely fucked up, because when you wiped off of this earth and you're not here no more and you're not known no more, this right here gonna be known, partner. And what you did, it ain't gonna compare to what I've done. And that ain't to say that I'm better, but you tried to look at yourself as better. You didn't fuck with me heavy like you would fuck with anybody else because you wanted to judge where I was at. You was too embarrassed to fuck with me or something. You never know what people think. You can only speculate what people think about you, or what people think about what you're doing. All I can tell you is, more than anything, people fear this as well. People fear this right here once they, because it's something, people are, you'll look at it, you see it as this, say this about that, and Crayola this and other stuff, silly stuff, 4.5, this, people, but once you look and listen to everything that somebody else could even talk about as far as knowledge, as far as truth, this ties into it. You just can't get around it. It's funny as hell. It's very, very funny. Flat Earth is right here because it's deeper than Flat Earth. That's a fact. That ain't no diss on Flat Earth. That's just 100% facts. Flat Earth does not function without this right here that I'm drawing out. This is the underlying energy map of it. All right. That's why I tell flat earthers, any flat earther, one thing, I'm going to make a short skit video. One thing about it. If flat earthers talk about ley lines, which flat earthers have, most of them do not talk about ley lines as if they are definitive, as if they know what they are. Well, they also need to realize that we don't have any ley lines for a flat earth. We don't have a flat earth ley line map. So where is it? Is my question. Where is it? If you talk about ley lines as if they're real, flat earthers have to realize that they've been talking about ley lines that only exist on the globe Earth. With that map that they show you is what I'm saying. So where is the flat earth ley line map? You're looking at it right here. So add some respect to my name, partner. That's real talk. Add some respect to my shit. That's real talk. That compass that you use and goes and is divided into the exact same sectors that you see right here for a reason. I said in my previous video, it only makes 100% sense that if you have ley lines, if you have a compass, it's not going to be shaped like all of the ley lines wouldn't have to converge and do all of that stuff that a globe earth ley lines map does. It wouldn't have to do that. It would look just like, what the instructor, it would mimic exactly what the instructor is pointing out. And the instructor itself is the magnetic energy of the earth. That's what moves and instructs the compass. That's what I mean by instructor. The only thing that, just with them lines from Nazca, that's the only thing that really, always, for sure, is always going to make me think. Because this ties, of course, this is the Nazca lines right here. So all of it ties in together. That's why I'm telling people, it's funny how one person in their room that has done this much, has figured out and drawn this much, and the world is only sleep to it. They can only make milk crate challenges. That's how stupid low people's minds is. They can only make videos about that real quick and make full-blown videos about milk crate challenges. People I've been talking to forever about 4.5, 45 degrees, been talking, they'll make a video about a milk crate challenge that looks, and they're asking who started it. Are y'all serious? You got to be fucking kidding me. That goes to everybody who been, have y'all eyes not been open? And then y'all wonder why I act like I act and why I talk like I talk. His energy must be off. No, y'all mind is off, and y'all energy is off. Because people will make their videos talking about a milk crate challenge when the architect is right here in your face. How many People even been saying, what made people just put milk crates to, stack them just like that? Why you could stack milk crates in any specific type of way? Why did they stack it in that geometric pattern, which is just like this right here? It's nothing to get hype about at this point, but it's just a fact right in front of people's faces that people will gravitate and talk about stuff that they feel like is popularity wave, and do stuff just for the popularity. But when they got the real stuff right in front of their face, they barely pop up, or they barely even have anything to say about what you're doing whenever you come around and you showing what you have. They got nothing to say then about the real stuff. People sitting up here questioning where that challenge came from. It came from me, literally. I'm not making it up. When people on the top of the crates, I literally drew, I drew the goddess Isis. I mean, up there at the top, with her wings spread, symbolizing balance. What do people try to do when they get to the top of the milk crates? They try to balance. People better quit playing games, man. It's not some joke. I've told people this over and over again. People got to really look at how many times I've come back on this computer within 2020 and 2021 alone, and giving people knowledge dealing with 45 degrees. It's so much stuff be going on with this number to where it's petty little stuff that I don't even talk about. Young Pharaoh had mentioned 45 and on his birthday when he had a stream with his bodyguard. That was a stream I wouldn't even usually watch, but it popped up in my recommended, and I heard that he had mentioned 45, and it starts to really make me think about this whole I ain't gonna say algorithm, but the technology itself. I think that a lot of these recommended videos, they hear, of course, already what we talk about, but they'll recommend you a video because of what something you said. And it's so funny when people do come over here on my channel and they got something to say. They always talking about this, when the parts in the video about random shit that ain't got nothing to do with this channel and with 45. Period. It's, I don't care how old you think it is, fam. It's been here since the beginning of the earth. So it's that old. That's how important it is. Okay. It's like saying your mama is old. Just because your mama old, what do that make her not important, homie? Okay, it don't matter. Everything, like, get real with it. So y'all are not attentive to anything that matters. That's what I'm getting at. You got to really look around. I got a reason to act like I act. I don't care what anybody thinks. And that's not ignorance. That's just based on facts. I'm not going to succumb and belittle myself down to how other people want me to carry myself and make myself somebody that I'm not, and belittle myself just because and see myself as smaller just because people want me to view myself smaller and everything, just because they feel like I ain't got this, so I shouldn't be thinking of myself like this and that. Who do he think he is? He need to humble himself. No, really, to be quite honest, I think everybody who's ever thought like that, they the one who need to look in the mirror and do some humbling themselves. Because I've had no situations where I need to humble myself. That's just being real. I'm a very humble person to begin with in the first place. I'm always complimenting other people, always uplifting other people, and I only go off whenever I got a reason to. I just don't play no games, and it just happens that I don't, if you step on this ice, you're gonna fall through. It's, that's just how it is. You just don't step on my ice. Period. No slick talk or nothing, about nothing. I don't do none of that. I'm very direct. And the only reason that I don't mention people's names a lot of times is because I be looking at how y'all move and stuff like that. Where I'm from and how I handle stuff, we very direct. We don't do stuff to clout chase. If you mention somebody's name in the video, that's the first thing that y'all say is somebody want to clout chase. So you try to stay away from doing that. But then if you don't put a name in the video, people on the other end, you got people who will say he's scared to mention so and so, and all. Come on, man, y'all, it's just crazy. It's funny, and to be adults and to be what people consider as woke, it's just a lot of folks, a lot of stuff that I stay away from. It's a lot of people that I realize, who say that who will speak when I be in other people's chat, but they ain't even been. I'll see them in everybody else's chat, but they ain't been over here once. They ain't said shit over here once. Ain't even subscribed to my channel, but to speak to me in other places. It just doesn't make sense to me. but they subscribe to other people who've been in the same type of circle. I don't have to say any names on that. It's just, it's crazy. It really is. It's major respect that got to be put on my name, and I don't appreciate how I've been treated, to be quite frank, and I'm gonna pay it back. But at the same time, and it ain't about revenge. It's just that people got a lesson to learn through me, man. I'm not finna play with y'all, dude. When I say that I mean business, I mean business. When I say that I'm not playing, I'm not playing. And people gonna take me serious, bro. Every word I've said, I've stood up to it. Everything I said I was gonna finish it. You either see me finishing as as in right now, or I've done it. And that's a fact. I don't play any games, and people are gonna respect my name, what I stood for, and and it ain't gonna be any other way. I ain't having it any other way. I'll see people on other channels. It's crazy. Why people mention it and try to say that I'm clout chasing when I get up there and I draw on camera on other people's panels. So what? They got more followers. It don't matter. I'm up there showing my talent. At least I ain't just up there and ain't got nothing. And got nothing to offer, while other people sit up there and they want to get on, jump over you and say this and that, and not yield the floor. When they hear your voice, they want to talk over you and things like that, or cut you off, mute your mic and stuff like that. Instead of fucking with them and focusing on them bastards, what I do is I cut on my camera and I sit up there and draw. So that for the people who was calm-minded like I am and only go off whenever somebody press their button, that's the only time I go off. Man, they can just look at me drawing up there and listen to the knowledge. See somebody drawing out something. Just add something different to the panel. Everything up there is just talk. That's all people can do is get up there and talk, but besides when they show something. And I'm just one of the people who happen that if you pay attention to the patterns, whenever I come around, I always got something to show. I always got something to show. That's a fact. That's a fact, man, and that amazes me. But I'm the one who gets the least respect, and that's all right though. I'm gonna pay it back. It ain't about revenge, because in the end, I'm about mercy as well. I have mercy, but that don't mean that you're gonna run over me and you're gonna think that you're gonna treat me some type of way, or treat me no type of way, and not respect me and think that it ain't no consequences for it. You got me fucked up. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you speculate about me. I don't care what you heard about me. If it ain't come directly from me, or you ain't talked to me about it, give a shit's fuck about anybody else or what they said. And that's just on the just in case, because you get to wondering why people act like you get to thinking, damn, is somebody talking behind my back and spreading something false about me or something? That's this type of stuff that I think a lot of times. Is somebody talking behind my back and spreading some type of false ass shit about me that I don't know about? Some shit that somebody get fucked up for, and that's why I don't come back to me and don't nobody say nothing to, because it's just weird. I don't see people, go to other channels and be vacant like that. When they come to other people's channels, they'll start watching and they stay around. They come to my channel, I get people to come around. They watch my channel for comment a couple of times, watch a few times. After a while, they don't pop up no more. But once I'm done and I'm showcasing it, and if I was on the plane going to NASCAR, doing this and doing that, you know how many people would be watching and be trying to, be friendly and stuff like that, saying congratulations. All of this shit that people have to say, just fake. And I ain't got time for it, man. I ain't. I'm too real. And people gonna have to learn. You gonna fuck with somebody that's real, whether they broke or not. Forget y'all money-fied ass systematic ass mind that y'all got. If that's the problem, because money ain't, y'all just like the rappers. It's no different. You don't fuck with somebody if they money ain't right. I got something for y'all ass. It'll be real funny if I end up with more money than anybody who ever judged me, because I ain't got a lot. It'll be real funny if a pole shift. Be real funny. Teach y'all ass a lesson. I'm one of the realest of the real, and that's real talk. don't have to brag, I show. Ain't nobody ever did what I've done and what I'm doing. I just look back at certain stuff. It's funny, like I sit back and I try to look at stuff and see how people move. Y'all don't remember when I was going live and that stuff like this all the time? I was going live early in the morning. I was going live at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd go live at any time when I was drawing this right here. Every time that I was actually working on this, I would go live. I pay attention to patterns. And I search out my answers because you ain't got to talk directly to somebody. Sometimes people will give their own self off just by talking a lot. And it ain't what they, and they even say it themselves, it ain't what people say, it's what they don't say that you got to listen to sometimes. And at the end of the day, I realize that people ain't, going live early, talking about secret competitions and stuff like that. It's not to star nothing. I'm not saying nothing to star nothing or flare nothing up, but this is just fact based. I realize this. It's just a fact. I see certain stuff and I'm just pointing it out. I realize and I see this shit. Ain't nobody doing that shit no more. Now that they ain't going live, now that they ain't up in the morning going live on here no more, showcasing where I'm at and doing my work and everything. I don't see nobody doing the same themselves. Used to be Monday every morning. Remember that? That's what I'm getting at, man. I'm just pointing out and showing, bro. As real as I move, man, as much as I have to add, I ain't in competition with anybody. People in competition with me, and I just can't believe that people are so one track minded, bro. And y'all want to see me fail. Y'all hoping that I fail, bro. I can feel it. I can feel that certain people just want to see me fail, because if not, people would support. People want to. It don't matter what somebody say out of their mouth. You can type something on the keyboard and not mean it. You can say something through a mic and not mean it. Okay, just because somebody say one thing, their heart could have a whole different intent and desire. I see people get recommended to other. It's just crazy. The stuff ain't been the same, man. And I'm just. I know in the past I said I was through and everything, man. It's just I can't lie. It's hard to be through with certain stuff, man. When you thought that you found something that's family like, because you see people that's up here on this platform and everything, and people talking about family this and everybody acting like they family. You see other people acting like they family and everything. Man, some of the same people who act like they ain't even tried to get on my panel whenever I do have it open, and they be everywhere. That's real talk. Not even one time. They can't get mad that I don't subscribe to their channel if I'm not subscribed, or get on their panel if they do have one open. You got to look around and see, have you done the same thing that you expect somebody else to do? Have you done the same thing for that person even once? You know what I mean? While somebody, especially if it's no communication between, it's a lot of when you don't communicate, you'll never comprehend another person. Then next thing you know, once you communicate, or the other person communicate like you be like, that makes sense, man. I get your behalf. Communication is very prevalent, but comprehension is key. If you don't comprehend with somebody communicating, it's pointless. Some people that just pop up here and there just to say that they popped up here and there. You know what I mean? Just so that once you make it, they can say, I did pop up. I did say this and that. I showed support. You know, man, look, support is called consistency. Don't you get that the foundation, if your foundation under your house ain't at a consistent level, it ain't going to support your house. If it don't support a consistent stationary stance, it ain't going to be support. It's not supporting your house. One of the key things about support, real support, is consistency. And if you're not consistent with your support, then you're not supporting me. That's just straight up. That's straight up. People who will be there, you know, every time for others, they will not do the same for me. And that's why I say it. Like, what I've even thought about doing a stream. Like, what do I do that's so different from other people? What do I do that's so fucked up compared to other people? What make me so boring compared to other people? If you know, even if people try to go that route, what make me so boring compared to other people? Because everything ain't about coming up here spreading music or cutting on music, you know, listening to music or talking about what's hot. Maybe I don't want to talk about what's hot. You see how them charges just got dropped on you, boy? See, if I start talking about this shit, then people will want to start hearing what you got to say about it. Then, man, fuck that shit, to be quite honest. Because at the end of the day, you know, I ain't saying fuck the victim or anything like that. Of course, I ain't saying that. I'm saying people talk about shit just because it's a fucking bandwagon. That's why you don't see me jump on shit and talk about that shit. And then people you got stupid, dumbass motherfuckers who will judge you because you don't talk about something like that. You don't make a video on something like that. They think you don't care about something like that because you ain't make a video on. You'll make a video about anything else. You ain't make a video about that. Maybe I'll see through the lines and see that, you know, it might be potential that there's some bullshit going on somewhere. So out of wisdom, you don't speak on it at all. That dude just got some charges dropped. How the hell did that happen? I don't know. I'm not looking into all of the information. Do I stay in New York? Is it anything I can really do to change the situation? Am I going to sit up here and make a video in front like it's anything that I can do? No, I'm not. But is it other people who chastise such and such and did that? And now they making videos talking like they ain't even did it. And people support it. Man, this shit's crazy. What do I do? That's what I'm getting at. What do I do that's so fucked up compared to other people that everybody else supports? What I do that's so unfamily-like? Nothing. I literally don't do nothing. I'm a very kind-hearted person. Other people don't look this way. I even call out my negative qualities. I look in the mirror every day, buddy. I call out my own negative qualities. Dang, I got the wrong color. I call out my own negative qualities. That's the only way that you're going to grow. I could tell you one thing that I do that's different than other people. I get up here and showcase real talent and real fact-based knowledge. How many people that's what I'm saying. Can't nobody say I've never done it. How many people have been at you could I could probably just say anybody. You could anybody else that streams right now, if they open up their panel and said that they was have open flow for debates, any type of debate that people want to have, people will get up there. People will get up there. If I open my flow for a debate on 4.5, 45 degrees right now, right now, nobody gonna come through. Nobody would attempt. You want to know why? Because it's fact-based. You can't debate this shit. It ain't like other shit, man. And the stuff that can't be debated, that's what people don't gravitate towards. That's what people ain't amazed enough by to look more into. Do people really care about the truth? Because last time I checked, the truth is something that is 100% fact-based and cannot be debated. It is what it is. And that's literally what this is. So who got the truth, me or other people that's just talking about the earth being flat? Because at the end of the day, that's what I'm getting at. The earth being flat, that's something the ancestors been talking about for years. This is something that's profound. This answers questions that nobody else has answered or been able to. This adds something to history. This changes history. And people ain't amazed by that alone. What is he jealous? Because it ain't no taking this away from me at all, period. You see what I'm doing? I'm not doing this for no reason. I ain't been working on this over a year for no reason. Leonardo da Vinci worked on a lot of his paintings for years. So the one little year that I put in ain't anything compared to his. I told y'all that I could do a 4-section. If I keep it going, it's only gonna it's putting a bigger dent into it. It's gonna be that much more work for other people to have to do if a motherfucker ever even attempted to try to copy what I've done. But it's too bad. I'm way too far ahead. I got too much already done, and it's a certain way that it got to be done. It's certain information that other people don't know that I've kept secret, that other people don't know and would not ever find out. I was smart enough to do that. It's certain keys and stuff, within this and everything that people, it's too far ahead. It's way too far ahead for anybody to even try to catch up. And so at the end of the day, if I did 4 of them, because this is a center, this whole big old thing is going to be a 0 of the center. I could do one. I could take a break for 2022 and start back in 2023 if I wanted to, and do a number 9, and that'll meet up with this one, and then I could continue it going. And in 10 years, I have it. It'll be that big. It'll be the center. And I could let the rest I had the idea to let the rest, because I would never live to be able to do 28 of these. That'd be too long. It's too much. I mean, I would have to do it every day for the rest of my life, literally. So I thought in my mind, at that point, I mean, it's at that point that it won't even need to be on paper. It gets so big to where, it'll take up a gymnasium in order to view it. And it's just senseless at that point. So it does get a point of where it will get carried out and just senseless. But it reveals information the bigger that it gets. That's the amazing thing about it. This is a technology as well. That's a funny thing about it. I ain't going to go too much into that. But that's all that I'm going to say on that. As far as this is actually a form of technology. That's why with those Nazca lines that you see them doing what they do. What does technology do? It makes things easier. It's a tool that you use. So that's exactly what those were as well. They were a tool that they were using. And I'm just disclosing what they were for. I'm doing it from my bedroom. If anything, people should be amazed by that. Not hating on that or looking at that like this dude need to get his life together. His life already is together. Look at his mind. Look at where his mind is at. All it takes is other people to help him from that point. He doing the work. He doing his work. It takes for other people. Do you really care about the community? Well, if you care about your community, uplift your young black brother. If not, y'all just need to shut the fuck up. Because if you ain't, and that's just straight up, because you looking at real talent right here, right now. You mean to tell me that every other young nigga, what am I doing compared to them? I could be on the street selling dope. I could be out here gang banging. I could be doing many number of things that's wrong, that's being way more destructive to either my environment, people around me, or even myself. But what do you see me doing right here, right now? Ain't I up right now working on something right now, constructively working on something? Yes, I am. Ain't that what pretty much they say that society is supposed to be about? You're supposed to wake up in the morning. Ain't that what they say makes you an adult? I guess it's just paying bills to make you an adult, huh? That's silly. That don't make no damn sense. Bills ain't always been around, partner. Bills ain't what make you no damn adult. It's what you stand for, what you leaving behind. All right, it ain't about paying no damn bills. It's about the work that you do. And this right here, I'm doing for your kids. That's what you don't even get. That's what you just don't even get. You too dumb if you hating on me to even get that. This ain't just for my folks, even though it's gonna first-handedly support my folks, my kids, if I'm to have any. That's straight up. Because I do got plans on that. But to be honest, man, there ain't too many girls out here from my kind. I'm just being real. This age, this time, not to even go down that route, but it just ain't too many for me. I'm very picky. I mean, very, very picky. I don't, especially after being single this long anyway. I ain't settling for nothing I don't want. No girl that I don't want. That's period. I'm not. I don't like used up ass pussy. That's just being real. I don't know about no other nigga, but just I don't like no used up ass pussy. The older you get, the more used up these bitches pussy is. That's just being real. They done had the with time, the more niggas been in it. Come on, let's be real. If we gonna be real, damn it. That's we gonna be real on it. Shit. And at the end of the day, these girls ain't about being natural no more or nothing. I like a natural woman who don't wear makeup. I ain't interested in that makeup shit. Say that for the trannies, because that's all that make these girls look like anyway. I don't want to see no makeup. I want to see a natural face. You see, I ain't saying nothing wrong when it comes to stuff like that. It's a lot of stuff when it comes down to it, man. I just can't. I ain't like other people when it comes to just settling for less. I'm not, it ain't all about looks. I ain't saying this all about looks. Of course, I want me a girl that's vegan and everything. Am I vegan like I used to be? I'm not. My health is not where it could be. But I'm honest enough. Didn't I just say earlier in this video that I admit to my own faults and flaws? Well, that's one of them right there. And once my life is back on track and everything with what I'm doing, from what I'm doing, I'm of course gonna be doing everything like I'm supposed to do. But do I eat meat? Heck to the no. I do not. I have not, and I shall not. That's one thing I vowed that I will not do. But cheese and stuff like that, I can't lie, man. Sometimes a nigga goes off eating that type of stuff, and that ain't good. Because at the end of the day, it's still supporting the abuse of the cows have to go through abuse for that cheese to be created. And furthermore, the nastiness, pus and nastiness that's in cheese is just not good for the human body at all. That's just a fact. I ain't got to sit up here and talk about this is stuff that, this is basic stuff that I feel like people know. I ain't got the money and stuff that it obviously taken, or if not money. When I said that you don't need money, you don't need money. But without it, it'll be a little bit chaotic because people will have to. You take what's yours. You fight for what's yours at that point. If it ain't no money, or if not that, you trading off. Okay. So money does save that from happening. It cuts that down a little bit. But with me having what I need and everything, I'll be able to grow, have my land. That's my purpose. That's what I'm doing once I get my fruition from this. That's the type of stuff that I plan on. Got in the plans to do is buy my land, of course. And that's really the most valuable thing right now. That's more valuable than gold at this point where this country is at. That's what a lot of people don't realize. Once all of the land is bought up for a country, man, and there's no more, land to be bought or nothing. Pretty much the country is used up at that point. You can buy some land, and once everything is used up and people can't, build no more business because this property is privately owned. If somebody owns this property, can't build no businesses here, can't build this here, can't build that there because it's already owned. That's when a lot of stuff have to shut down. And we in that stage where people is realizing with all of this chaos going on, a lot of people is waking up to realize I need to buy some land. I don't need to be on nobody else's land because if something happens, somebody could kick me off of this land. If martial law gets enacted, they can kick me off of my land. All of this, so people waking up to that different type of stuff and they realizing I should, instead of buying a house, I should have been buying me some land and building my house. I'm an architect. You don't see me drawing out my house right now, but I very well can draw out my floor plan to my house, my own house. That's what I plan to do. That's the benefit of doing what I'm doing. But people will sit up and act like he got no plans. Sit up and act like he's just somebody who off his rocker. But you ain't did nothing. You ain't discovered anything compared to me. You ain't doing nothing for the world, adding something brand new to the world compared to me. So you mean to tell me you're going to have respect for me all of a sudden since I got my life together? I got some, in your eyes, life together. Don't you know that your life have to be together in order to get to a point of where your life is together? Your mind got to be together, which is the core of your life being together. That's straight up. So my life already together. I'm just not where I'm not here on this earth to live to be where you expect me to be at. If you ain't here to judge me, to look at my situation and help fill in the gaps, don't be over here looking at me and just hating the nigga. That's hatred, period. And judging where I'm at. If you can't, if you can look at the gaps in my life, and you see me working and I'm full-handed already, shit, you obviously in a position of where you can judge. Why don't you help lend a hand? You know, ain't that what community is about? I don't ask for anything. But at the end of the day, support is the main thing. You know, real genuine support, and all of that fake stuff. I'm just letting people know, man, it ain't gonna land. It ain't gonna land with me. You only gonna crash. I'm not even gonna. I don't even like to use promise and swear no more. I'm so serious in life, man. My actions speak enough. Dude, what I'm doing is gonna bounce back, and it's just gonna show it. Just as sure as I've made other videos and I came back and y'all, here it is again. What have people learned from the 4 and 5? I've made countless videos talking about that. Got more that I could have made, but I just quit, discontinued the series. And at the end of the day, man, you know, man, man. It's only one route with this. Respect it or be gone. That's all I can say. You know, I always think about myself. They say the key to life is putting yourself in other people's shoes. Treat people how you want to be treated. I think about if I had a son, how would I feel about him doing this every day, waking up every day, working on this, drawing this. He ain't getting paid nothing. You know, all he working on is hopes. He's made a huge discovery. All he working on is hopes. He ain't really paying no bills like that, you know, or nothing. But he's made a huge discovery, one of a kind that I can't argue with. I can't argue with it. It's just I can't argue with it if I tried. But he dedicated and he working every single day on what he doing. I don't nobody else in the world who as talented as what he doing as him. And he putting his time, his effort into it. How would I feel about him doing what he doing compared to being conforming to society and just doing what everybody else doing and stopping and halting what he do? Or slowing it down, trying to juggle both of them, doing both, working the job and doing this. Do you know how slow and far back behind I'd be if I had a job? If I couldn't just dedicate all of my time to this? This would take me 3 years. This would take me 3 years because you got to be able to put, when I do that lead layer, dude, it takes an hour for every single one of these. And if I do it fast enough, 45 minutes. It's 28 of them. Do the math on that, bro. That's it's only 24 hours in a day. It's only 24 hours in a day. It's 28 of these cubes per cube. So that's more than it is hours in a day. And you got to get sleep. So if I got to sleep and then I got to work 8 hours, how much time would I have to even do? Bro, I would be so far behind. You can't do it. It would take literal years, bro. And I ain't got time for that. This got to be done as fast as possible. Literally, this literally got to be done fast as possible. Taken to her and converse and have a meeting set up with who I need to set a meeting with fast as possible. You already got the meeting scheduled. You know, they already know I'm coming, bro. They already, they already. That's why I tell y'all, bro. Like I ain't. It's only so much details I'm gonna give, but because I don't owe nobody that. I don't owe anybody anything. To be real, not even and to be real, not even to the people who donated to me, who don't come around no more, even at that. Cause I got into it with they homeboy and stuff. It just shows how people, is picky as size, even when they homeboy in the wrong. I don't care, even though it been a while. The nigga was in the wrong for that. I don't care what nobody say. Do I have hatred for him in my heart? No, I don't. But niggas just at the end of the day gonna have to and had to realize I'm gonna stand my ground regardless, and I'm not gonna play no games. Every word that I've said on this mic, I freaking mean it, whether intellectual or just period. I mean it. And I don't owe them, because a donation is a donation. If you're not doing it from the heart, you what they call the Indian giver. You know what I mean? You ain't really do it from the heart. If you're doing it and you expecting me to pay you back, you say, come on now. But I don't mind paying it back, because I love to pay people back who've helped me. That's the type of person that I am. I just ain't got it. And instead of people looking at me like, oh man, this dude talented, bro. This dude really talented and he ain't got nothing. Are you serious? That's how people used to look at when I was younger. That's how people, I feel like it was a shift in the world. That's how people used to look at things, man. This dude is this talented and they ain't used to look down on me or choose not to support me just because I wasn't working like them or nothing. They did not do that. They tried to do. I was at a point in my life where people would see my talent and try to uh, get me, network with me, other people, and everything. Now people just see my stuff and they just look it and keep on going, and I don't get it. I seriously do not get it, bro. It's like something chat, and it's really weird, and that's part of what frustrates the fuck out of me, man. But it's all right, and that's why I said I got God, and it's really gonna piss all of those people off for them to see me succeed, and that they trying to hold me back and blackball me for no reason. Especially if you ain't discussed something with me, your reason is invalid. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You discuss it with me, or else what you tripping on? You tripping on something that you just making up, or somebody else made up, and shit. I just keep it going, bro. Shit, keep it going. Ain't shit. And another thing about this, as far as the work itself, some people probably say, "Oh, it's inconsistent. Why is it blue right here and red? Everything else is connected. Blue go with blue, red go with red." This right here, if you pay attention to what this is, the cloning area. This is where number 7 is at. 7 cut in half. This is showing the real motion of number. So what is 7 cut in half? Half of 7 is 3.5. On the decimal code, 3.5. 3 plus 5 equals what? It equals 8. So you got 8 right here, which would be 3.5, which will equal 8 if you add that up, and 3.5, which is 2. So you got 2 8s, which is 3.5, and 3.5 equals 7. Okay. So um, that's showing the cutting in half, the cloning aspect. You got number 2 over here. Half of 2 equals 1. Okay. It's cutting it in half is what I'm showing right there. It's cutting it in half. So what is half of 90? Half of 90 is 45. You got 4 right here, and you got 5 coming from the motion of this way. Coming from the motion of this way, 0 and 9. All right. This is based on that also, the 8, because when we do music and everything, if anybody pays attention to the metronome, is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. It's based on the 8 count loop, and that's what the number 4 is dealing with. The 10 count, which really has, and that's dealing with number 4, dealing with sound. That's why sound foundation. I found this out, number 4. I found that this is in the description of this video. I literally wrote this, but foundation. I found out what I'm doing right now last year, the year of 4. I'm showing that everything I'm doing is in synchronicity. The year of 4, I found out, FOU, found out, foundation, 4. I found out 2020, 2 plus 2 plus 0, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 equals 4. I found out what I'm doing now. That's the thoughts. When you find out something, you thought about something, period. No action has been committed. Once you just found out something, no act, you just thought, which thought is action technically, but thought itself is contained within the head. No action, physical action has been dispersed. 5, fire is putting something into action. That's what I've been doing with 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1, which is this year. 2021, I've been moving very, and I just said and started off this stream saying, I'm moving very fast right now. Think about how I'm not even halfway done with the project right now. I'm about to finish more than half of this project before the end of the year. I'm gonna have the whole thing. I'm only at I got 6, 7, 8, and 9. I gotta finish up 8 and 9 as far as this final layer because I wasn't doing that at that time there. So I still got 8 and 9 as far as the lead layer to go. I got 6, 7, 8. I got 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 done as far as lead. I still got to do the lead layers for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is what takes the longest. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 8, 0, 8, 9, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. And then kind of number 6 is good. So I still got, that's more than half of the project. And the final layer takes the long, and not to count, I got to do my faces in the background. That's all to be done before the end of this year, bro. That's more than half of what I've already got done. And I've been working on it for a year. Think about how much work ethic, coffee, and staying up overnight. I stay up, man, 18 hours sometimes to get as far as I'm getting this done, man. As fast as I'm getting it done. I work a lot harder than probably some of y'all, and I'm just being real. Some of y'all got more money than me, but it don't make you better than me in no kind of way, because I probably work harder than you as well. You can't tell. I mean, look at the patterns of the earth. Are you lying? Am I lying by saying that when you look at the elites and they got the most money? But who is the people, if you pay attention to the patterns, it's the bottom feeders, of course, who got to do the most work, the most grinding. Well, if you look at me as so much below and bottom and below you, you got to realize that I'm obviously doing more grinding as well. I just ain't getting paid what I deserve just yet. Just yet. And part of it as well, y'all ain't even, a lot of people who look down on me because of what I ain't got. I'm a starving artist. I'm a real artist. I draw for a living. If people ain't putting money in my pockets, that's y'all fault. That literally ain't my fault. You can't look at me and be mad at me or talk about me or make fun of me because of where I'm at in life and judge me in any kind of way of where I'm at in life, because 9 times out of 10 y'all ain't even got the money that it takes to buy one of my drawings, since you making fun of me. You can't even afford one of my drawings. If I really wanted to tax what I'm really supposed to be getting so that I could really make a living out here, as compared to other artists who can't even draw as good as me, but they charging $400 something this size right here. They charging $2,000 for something this size. I'm not even lying to you, and can't even draw as good as me. I'm not even lying. $2,000, bro. No games behind it. Straight up. Draw it within a week, bills paid for the month. Y'all gonna quit playing with me. It's because of other people, and it's other people that is the reason that I'm where I'm at. The same people who will judge me have to realize, dude, you can't even afford my art. You can't drop $300 right now, and get something drawn for your folks. And if not 300, let's up it. How far can you go? How far can you go, since you got so much money? Because it's only going to help the person that you're making fun of. He obviously got a talent. That's what I'm saying. Instead of making fun of people, you got to realize and see, what is they really doing with their time? I'm doing something very constructive. You got no room to judge me. I'm being real, bro. I'm where I'm at because of other people judging me and not being able to do nothing about it. I don't put my problems on other people. But damn it, everything ain't your problem. especially when you working hard. You can't take the blame for everything in life. It's good to take blame for what you do, but you can't take when other people just act fucked up with you. It's only right to point it out. That's all I'm saying. How you gonna judge me for where I'm at and say I'm broke or anything like that under your breath behind a camera or anything like that, and choose not to mess with me or anything based on what I ain't got or where I'm at, when you can't even drop $1,000 to buy something drawing this size of your family? If you wanted to, you could not. You got to pay your bills. You putting yourself behind on your rent. Come on, let's be real. Let's be real. Because all of y'all ain't got no houses bought. That's exactly what I'm saying. Stop judging people so darn much. I'm where I'm at because other people ain't got it like that. So if other people had their stuff together, it'll help me get my stuff together as well. Especially when you're working with your own people. Your own people view it. They always try to get discounts on my stuff anyway. If I try to charge guess what people say whenever I try to charge what I really charge, what I'm really supposed to charge. People, they always either run away because they ain't got it, dude. They literally ain't got it. They either run away or they want to complain. Why you charging so much? Why are you charging so much? That drawing y'all just saw me doing for somebody, guess how much anybody else who draws that good and put in that much time? If I charge about an hour for how much that was, guess what it'll still come out to be? Even that right there, if I would have charged about an hour at $10 an hour, it would have came out to be around $300. And that's probably cutting it cheap right there. Because I took time over, when I'm working and toggling back and forth with this project and working on other stuff for other people. This right here takes a long time, and that takes a long time. So I mean, the shit's crazy. I'm a very hard working person. I work harder than most, and that's why I say God gonna take care of me, bro. I ain't worried about y'all, and it's gonna hurt y'all more than y'all realize, because you're gonna see, man, it's gonna sting y'all to see that y'all didn't support. I ain't saying what I'm saying just to try to force nobody to support me. I'm just showing y'all letting y'all look in the mirror at y'all own actions. You're not gonna sit up here and act like you ain't doing nothing. You're not gonna sit up here and think to yourself like, it don't matter that I ain't supporting him. I don't owe him nothing or nothing like that. You don't owe nobody else nothing that you donate to or comment on their channel. You don't owe them nothing. What have they done that's more beneficial for your life than me and your kids? Just telling your kids that the earth is flat, that's just one thing. That's just one thing. That's one thing, bro. That's one thing. I'm actually doing something that has to deal with the free energy. I'm actually going deeper with the flat earth knowledge than what other people gave out. Other people say 3, 6, and 9 is the key to the universe. I found out that 4 and 5 is the universe, and that a key is just something that opened up a door. It's what's behind it that matter. I'm doing something for y'all kids to benefit from in the future. A map for them, literally, if they need to use it. A real tool, That's all right. They gonna thank me if you don't. It's gonna sting y'all to see that God support me, and hey, bro, y'all gonna be just looking, wanting to say something in, because you're gonna want to say something. I know how it is. I've been through it and seen it. I've seen people do it. You're gonna want to say something when somebody's successful. You see him doing this and see him doing it, and I ain't gonna. Thing is, I'm not gonna showcase my success. I told y'all, once y'all see me not on here no more, that's when you know I succeeded. When I'm gone and you don't see me no more, and I will let people know that, because the thing is, people will think from hearing that, oh, okay, once he gone, somebody offer you shit, then you don't know. If I don't tell people that I'm out, I'm gonna make that video talking subliminal, and people gonna know through what I'm saying. They're gonna even know through my mood. I'm out. I'm out of the game. That's all I can say. I'm out of the game. I tried to wake y'all up. Y'all treated me like I was nothing. I had nothing but good intent for y'all. All y'all wanted to do was speculate on this and that. You never did that with nobody else. I'm out of the game. And you will not erase what I have done, what I'm done, and what I'm doing. What you tried to hold me back from, you could never hold me back from, and it will forever be known to my name. I'm the one who found it out. I'm the one who put in the work for it. And what you did, your actions of committing no action, admitted and came out to be no results. You might have thought that you was doing something by doing nothing to me. But at that point, everything gets tossed under the rug. It's over. I don't think I'm gonna finish this stream in time to come back for my second stream that I got scheduled. I was planning on finishing this before a certain time. Shout out to the people who have come through. I see 2 people. All is all and divine intuition. High chorus blessings to you. Shout out to you and blessings to you. I hope people don't start living in reality. There was a space launch yesterday that ain't have nothing to do with NASA. You should do NFTs. If you turn your art into digital pics, you can be wealthy easy. Yeah, I know what the people that I'm working with, especially galleries and everything, they switching stuff over into being digital. Um, Something like this being turned into virtual reality. This right here, it's like it'll be like traveling through a It'll basically be turning this into a kaleidoscope. um, just drawn out, basically, like traveling through the universe. So that's definitely part of what I'm gonna do. One of them 360 view virtual reality. This work take a while, man. If you think this long, you ain't, man. You don't understand the layer, man. Whew. That shit right there is gonna be something else. I mean, I'm right at the 4.5 area. I'm on 4 and 5, all of that area right there in the central point. Come back up, hit a 45-degree angle or a 90-degree angle right there. Hit a right shit. It's back to the center. Then I gotta get more paper. I ain't showing number 3 or 4, but they detail work is crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like, it ain't like it was no more, man. This is like, that's why I say it's like a computer did this. This is number 4 right here. It looked like a jewel on paper. A crystal on paper. That's crazy. Look at that. Look at that shine. That's crazy. That is crazy. So when people view this in the museums and stuff, it's gonna shine like that from an angle, and that's gonna be dope because it's almost like a crystal shining on paper. So that lead shines like that, and you can see up real close. Everything is perfect. I mean, no errors, 0 errors, and you can see the numbers. I mean, they wrote real good and clear. So that's why I'm saying this is real detailed, intricate work, man. This ain't no joke. And seeing it in person, it's a whole nother story. It's a different level. So when you see it all put together, man, it's crazy. I'm thinking about coming out with a cartoon for my son too, man. That's what I want to do. I want to create a cartoon for him before he even born. It'd be dope to have a cartoon made for him. And it'll be based on the character. It's gonna be sort of like a black version of Dragon Ball Z is what I got in mind. Something really based like that. Don't know how the storyline to go or nothing, but just something where you really take you see the journey of a child through his full life, like Goku did. That's how they started it off from a child, and as he advanced through the series, he was advancing through his life, his age, and that's how I want to do him. It's one thing to watch cartoons and see a cartoon character you look up to, but it's another thing to see yourself on, cartoon based off of you. It's something else. If you got money for that shit, you can make that happen. This is something that it takes a team of people to finish. You have one person doing the lead, one person do the color. It take a team of people to finish this right here. Everybody working on different numbers. It's the only way you can finish something like this in a certain time. I always make sure, see, regardless of the pencil type, It's the motion that I learned as an artist that matters. How organized is the strokes? I make sure that all of them is at either perpendicular 90-degree angles or it's at 45 degrees. To make a real smooth look, I make sure that I do a 45-degree, a double perpendicular layer. So 2 layers, or 4, well, it's really 8 layers. That's what I was saying too. How's it clout chasing when I come around and show my art? But then when another girl get on somebody panel and she's showing her drawing, everybody saying it's good. Then that woman, that woman got up there showing her art, and everybody saying nothing but good stuff. Nobody should have anything negative to say when I get up there showing mine. In it's always one person got something negative to say. How come they ain't had nothing to say about her? How come she wasn't clout chasing? That's what I'm saying. That's that bullshit, bro. That's why I call out certain stuff. I do not like nobody looking at me like you need to get this on your own. Fuck you, motherfucker. We all supposed to be helping each other. It's when I come around, then people want to do that get it on your own shit, but they want to help everybody else. Fuck you. You want to work with everybody else. You want to help everybody else. But then when I come around, because I'm super talented and you wish you had the talent I got, I'm super smart. So you wish you figured out what I figured out. You don't want to help me. You don't want to work with me. Fuck you. Forget you. He need to get out the mud. Motherfuckers be mad. He talented enough. He'll be alright if don't nobody help him. Fuck y'all, bro. If everybody think like that, I'd never get nowhere. But that's why, since y'all so some imbeciles and so stupid, that's why God is there for people like me. And I figured out something that you wish you did. All you can do is wish it. I figured out something that nobody else did. Does it make me a better or the best person on earth? Heck to the no. But it sure made me divine. That's real talk. I ain't saying I'm the best. I ain't never aiming to be the best. I never look at myself as the best person, the most special person on earth. But I darn sure am divine. And that ain't got nothing to do with being feminine. See, because if you color in all different type of ways, it'll just look messy. It'll just look jacked up. People can see the quality of your stuff then. Maybe even the color pencils and stuff. Uh, that it's a low brand or whatever. But once you do it like this, especially once you come back over and you start to do these strokes like that, since they went that way and made an X this way like this last time, the next X will go up and down this way and then that way. And that just basically fills in all of the gaps. I mean, it's real smooth. And at that point, shit, the brand of pencils is out of it don't even matter. Then people up there saying stuff like it's divine art, it's yours. Talking about that woman's art, saying, and I ain't speaking out of jealousy. I'm just saying, like, it's because when it's me, it supports what I've been saying from the jump. One other person get up there and do something, it's all good then. And then when I do something, somebody always finds something slick to say. Like, and that's the true thing about haters. That's a hater thing. But why don't nobody else get haters? Nobody else they don't be hating on. They always saying Tim always got something good to say. He always offering, they only support him. No, anybody else. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's because if this person don't like him, if the main person don't show that he like him or that he fucking with him, everybody else want to look at it like, I'm gonna be standoffish. That person shout you out and say, go fuck with this dude channel and do this and that and everything, and then everybody start going up. That's fake. That's fake. You ought to see it based on what that dude doing anyway, what he's offering anyway. That's the dumbest shit. Because somebody else tell you to go follow them, then you gonna get the mind to go subscribe to their stuff. It's just stupidity. That's why when I'm around, the same people will say, I don't I don't watch nobody else on YouTube. I don't watch nobody else, so I don't know nothing about what you be saying in your videos, which is a plum face ass lie. The same person now is talking about other people all the time in their videos. Ain't got no type of uh curriculum of their own anymore. That's just being real. But I thought you didn't watch other people's videos. It just shows that I'm not the liar. I ain't lied. But at the same time, people be on the other person's side when they lie. They just literally lie. But y'all don't care. And all they gonna do is just laugh at it and look at me like a bug that's on the bottom. And just hope to God that I just stay there if they don't support. Because that's all you can do. That's all you can do. Is not support him. If I don't support him, he gonna stay at the bottom, and it ain't gonna matter no way. I got motherfuckers, but I got something for people. That's real talk. I'm tired of people looking at me like I'm the bottom. I'm not your bottom or nothing. You got me fucked up. If anything, I'm above your ass, and you just ain't woke to it. You're too stupid, low, and dumb to see it. Yeah, people will make it seem like you just be talking shit on your channel and you won't go to nobody and talk to them directly about it on their channel when they have debates and have open floors and shit. Well, when the motherfucker go over there and talk to somebody about something, when they and try to seal issues and stuff, the first thing people want to say, oh, you talk about you got personal issues. Well, what the fuck? What the fuck? What's the point in coming? What is the fucking point in coming? You know, you don't want to deal with how you treat people personally. That's the thing. You people don't want to deal with that. You want to look at, just dumb shit. It's just stupid, man. It's real dumb. Man. Nobody running from nobody. Shit. Ain't no, at the end of the day, motherfuckers don't be trying to hold nobody to their wrongs anyway. The same person always come out on top in other people's lives. Y'all got me fucked up though. That's why people can only make mockery and jokes of 45. They can't talk about nothing real. You know, it's crazy. And then some people get offended and hurt because you say stuff about your own people and stuff like that. You voice the truth about your own people. You can't be mad if I say that white people support me better than my own people do. That's just a fact. They show support. They don't come around talking about other bullshit. You know, censor stuff, dropping links to stuff to other people's channel, and they don't even go to other people's channel and really realize that it's my link need to be dropped to other people's stuff so that they can come view my stuff. My stuff ain't getting viewed. You know, it's just backwards. It ain't the same, bro. White people try to get me out there. Black people ain't supporting me in no type of way. And then if you call them out on it, they want to look at you like you wrong and you negative and you ain't for the people and shit. You mean to tell me if y'all go to hell from y'all actions, y'all expect me to be pulled down to hell with y'all? That's the type of motherfuckers that y'all is. If I ain't gang with y'all ass, that's fucked up. I shouldn't have to go and be dragged to hell with y'all ass just because y'all want to go. You ain't one of us. Okay, now if you want to go that route, you go that route. You go that route, bruh. But don't be expecting me to be want to be one of y'all and deal with what y'all dealing with when y'all ain't even supporting me. I'm gonna support who really support me at the end of the day, regardless of what their skin look like. I'm gonna call that out on shit when it's real. When black people start supporting me like they should, I'll start calling it out and say, my people is the greatest at supporting this and that. All that they support, that they show me they support, though, is nonsense. That's just a fact. All of that polite stuff just happened. Y'all on it. Y'all on niggas' ass. Y'all talking about that shit. Y'all jump on that drum. All of that bullshit happened. Y'all jump on it. My people ain't supporting me, bruh. That's just real talk. If anybody put some money in my pockets, guess who it's gonna be? 9 times out of 10, it ain't gonna be no black people. That's just being real. If this ever makes any money, you know, which we're not gonna go there and talk about that, but this ain't gonna come from nobody black. That's not saying that white people is better. I'm saying that at the end of the day, that's who support me. Dang it, you can't make something that out of what somebody's saying to what it ain't. Ain't nobody saying that white people is better. Damn it, they support me better. That ain't saying that white people is better. They support me better, whether you like it or not. How a motherfucker gonna say 4.5, 45 degrees is old? Motherfucker, flat earth is old. Then that's real talk. If 45 degrees is old, then the compass is old, nigga. Flat earth is old, nigga. Shut your mouth. Ain't nothing about no. Yeah, it is. I agree, it is old, but it don't make it bad. Like I said, y'all mama old. If y'all old enough, your ass probably old, older than me. So what you got to say? Silly if you ask me. Man, this shit takes so long, man. So darn long. It really do, man. And just to think it ain't no one step process. It's like 9 different processes this thing got to go through. First, you got to draw the grid. You got to draw the grid yourself for every single number. You got to draw the grid. Then you got to draw in the outline for the numbers, these actual that I'm coloring in now. For all of this stuff to be colored in, you got to draw the outline for that. After that, then that's where you got to color in the small squares. That's third stage. After that, actually, I take that back. Third stage is coloring in the background. After that, then you got to color in the small squares. That's the fourth stage. After that, then you got to color in the stage I'm coloring in now. That's fifth stage. After that, you got to cut everything, every last little bitty square in half, every square that you see in half. That's sixth stage. After that, you got to number everything. That's seventh stage. After that, then that's where you got to do your final phase. So when people think about how long and how just to do, and that's for every single one of these, is 28 of them. So people got to really think about how freaking long and how much work that is, bro. That's a lot of damn work, man. And that's no joke. That is crazy, bro. Like I try not to think about it like that, but just breaking it down like that, I pull back and zoom out. I'd be like, whoa, that's just a lot. And if I wasn't breaking it down into in section, got everything planned out like I got it planned out, oh, it'd be chaos, man. The bare work and amount of time that it takes to finish one, if I just did everything about just coloring this in, and then I cut everything in half, then number this one, then just finish every one by one, oh, it'll make it excruciating. I know to focus on one task at a time. That's how I keep myself from losing my mind. Focus on one task at a time. It's also how I keep myself from making errors. You're less prone for errors, and you can just stay in this. It's good to stay in the same flow and a rhythm. So right now, I just been in coloring stage, and I just chose to, since I'm finishing up my coloring, because I got every last one of them colored. In the past, I already colored in number 9, so it's already done for me. The only one I had to color in was 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm on number 8 right now. It's almost done. Once these is done colored, I got everything colored in as far as this right angle right here. The only ones that I'm gonna have to color in is 8 and 9. And by that time, once I get to these right here, because after I get to number 9, I'm going back up here to number 9 on this side and finishing in the final layer for that, and number 8 like that, so that those can be done. Then I got to do this whole number 0 right here. So the whole number 0 got to be done. I got to do that one. This one already done because mind you, I said 0, 0. All of this is this whole side done basically. And yeah, that's when I'll loop back, come back up to this point, and then come back down from 4 and 5 to finish it off, the full rim. That'll be in around November. By that time, I'll be on the final side. By November, I should be on that side. That's my goal. I should be, doing my outlines and all of that by that time. I got the rest of this month to finish up all of these, which I know that I ain't gonna finish this. It take almost, if you have a good week on coffee and everything, because it's very hard to get. I mean, like I said, I gotta get sleep, man. If you don't get good sleep, you can't do good work. I'm an advocate of that. Real talk. I realize that the better sleep I get, the better my lines be, the better my focus is, my work and everything. So my work look better after I've had good sleep. You gotta lose sleep with this right here in order to finish it in the time that I'm trying to finish in a reasonable time. You gotta lose sleep. And for me to lose sleep, which is at the minimal, I should be getting 8 hours of sleep. I get about 4 hours. Some nights I only get 2. And to be quite honest, I stay up around the clock 48 hours at a time a lot, and that's not good for my health. After I'm done with this right here, I'm gonna be very programmed and everything into a different and to being more consistent of a person. That's one thing this has helped me with. This has been a project to help me with my consistency and everything, getting in the groove. Working on any other project, finishing any other project that's smaller ain't gonna be nothing. Cause I'm gonna always be able to look back at this right here and say, man, shit, I finished that big old thing. If this thing right here causing me trouble, I can finish this and it ain't nothing to it. So it's reason to the season, man. I ain't even playing. My focus is on another level. I'm not competing with anyone. And I do know that I amaze myself, bro. I can't believe I'm doing it / have done it. If I fire me up another cup of coffee, since I work by sections and everything, I train my brain to where I can reward into a reward type of system because I know that the brain activates and runs off of dopamine. So if I finish one section, I'll reward myself with a cup of coffee. And for the grand finale, whenever I finish something, that's when I'll smoke. Of course, I do that for my health and everything. But if I just smoke all day while I'm working and everything, you're just smoking up money. It's still got to save and everything. So I mean, I ain't finna just smoke up and just keep on smoking. So I try to do that on the last basis as a final celebration type, medicinal basis. So once the full thing is done, I go on and I'll blaze up. I don't like to get on here and I'm not here just to kick it and smoke weed and everything just the whole time. Yeah, I got my side where I love to smoke weed and have fun. That's why I got my other personal channel because I got stuff like that I am gonna do. That's where I'm gonna broadcast my fun side. I'm not a person who can broadcast my family because I am a family person as well. I can't do stuff like that because my family don't like to be on camera, and I don't blame them. I don't blame. I'm a slightly camera shy person myself as well, and it's what because I mean people always want it. I ain't got no super nasty house or nothing like that. I ain't got nothing to hide. It's just that at the end of the day, I ain't the type of person to really like to give people this or give people room for that. People are always looking for something to say about you, man. Um, they always look. I mean, if you wear the same jeans, you got somebody out there. If you wear the same jeans in 1 week, you got somebody who gonna judge you because of that. Not like a video because this nigga wore the same jeans twice in a week. I ain't got time for no dumb ass like that. I just ain't got time for stupid shit. That's what people invented washing machines for. And a lot of people just really stupid, low, and dumb, man. I just ain't got time for it. The less you give to people, the less shit you got to deal with in return. I just let people mind be guessing and just let that be instead of people trying to look for this and look for that to judge about somebody. We all gonna die and leave this earth and none of this fleshly stuff is gonna matter. Besides what you leave behind, the knowledge that you leave behind. That's why you see me doing this right here, this knowledge. It's what's gonna be left behind. It's funny when we coming up and everything, what did they tell people? They told us when it comes to the girls, you want the girls partner, you want this and that. Don't go out here selling no drugs. Don't try to be no dope boy. Fast money ain't gonna get you nothing but one or two places that's dead or in jail is what they taught us. If you really want to be smart and you really want to make money, you got to be smart and you got to get your money, go to school. Your smarts is what's gonna bring you money. That's what these girls don't get is what they taught us when we was young. Well, once you get older and you actually at this age and you applying what you was taught, it's quite funny how I'm applying my smarts so that I could get my money, so that I could be very rich. But all I got is negative people who looking at what I'm doing like it's something lower, like I should be on somebody's job slaving just because they slaving. No, the truth is you just see yourself then had to slave and it feel a little unfair to you that I just, you feel like I ain't doing no real work. Dumbass. You want to see somebody working and going through the struggle and through the motions because you went through it. That's what supposed to be getting the next generation away from having to deal with the same pains that we've endured. That's what it's supposed to be about. Y'all want to continue deadly cycles. I don't want to see my son working for anybody ever. I don't ever want my son to have to work a job while y'all sit up and judge me for not working one, probably. Shit. I don't want my son to work no job. Y'all probably say, how you gonna get his money? That's because I'm supposed to ask his daddy before I brought him into this chaotic ass world that got people set up to work in the first place. His daddy was supposed to have him set up in a good position where he can make money directly from his dad. So he ain't got to depend on no other man. And he ain't really depending on his daddy. If his daddy got something that he's built that's going to, go for the long haul, shit, he gonna be able to make money from his daddy. Why you think I'm doing what I'm doing? I'm not the dumb one. Okay, I don't think like y'all. So I'm really on a real type of basis, man. I'm not playing, dude. Like, I'm so serious about what I'm saying. Y'all really don't get it, I don't think, bro. Like, that's real talk. I wouldn't ever want my son working while y'all sit up and judge me, like, and we don't even realize we bring you get people who don't want to do this and don't want to do that. We ain't here because we chose to be. Y'all can't prove that, but you know what I can. And you only got people who claim that they woke, who claim that we here because we chose to be, but they can't prove that. They can't prove that. They can't prove that you was making choices before you became a human. But you know what I can prove? I can prove that it was two humans that was here on this earth that made a choice, and that's the result of your ass. And you the result of that shit, I mean to say. That's what I can prove. That's a fact. And can't nobody get around that. We here because of our parents, man. We are here because our parents either gapped their legs or shot their dick inside of a pussy and ended up bringing a human into this world. It's because of the choice of two people. It's not because of the choice of you to be here. So therefore, what am I saying? I'm saying that it's the parents' fault that you got people in this world who, like me, who don't want to deal with stuff, with certain ways of life and shit. If this earth is hell, then why we bringing new kids into a hell earth? Why is we having sex and bringing babies into a earth we know is hell? Why would you do that if you care about the kids so much, you people? Think about what I'm saying, like for real. Really think about what I'm saying. Like, really, I'm not just talking. Think about what I'm saying, bro, because it's so real. Why would you bring, if this is hell on earth and all you seeing is negativity, chaos, and there ain't nothing really good, going right now, and you know that the earth is what they got planned for humans and everything, why would you want to bring your kids into that? Why would you have sex and think about bringing a baby into this world? If you don't like to work yourself, why would you bring a kid into this world when they wasn't here, but they here based on your actions? Why would you bring them into the world to work when you don't even like working yourself for nobody else? That's that fucked up shit that I'm talking about, bro. That's straight up. I'm not having it like that. I want if my son came to this earth, yeah, this earth is what you. If we don't want to conclude on it being hell, I'm cool with that. But at the end of the day, it's based on the fact that what we do in this world is what determines what this world will overall be an experience to us as a collective. So most of the people is committing actions that that's hell like. So that's the word. We allowing actions as hell like. We condone it. We let it happen. We don't. There's no consequences. So it happens. So we living in an earth that's very hell resemblance. If we start changing our actions to be more heavenly like, then this earth to become heaven. I'm just making sure that my son, my daughter got heaven on earth. Because I might not have a son. I know I always say son, but that's just what's programmed in me because I got plans for that. I got actual plans for that. But if I had a daughter, it's kind of the same thing. It's just a lot different. A lot different. As far as how you gotta maintain stuff. So I mean, man, like I'm not playing, bro. It ain't no games behind my motion. If we chose to be here, how come? That's the funny thing too. It's dumb when you think about it. If we chose to be here, how come the hell we? So why would we choose to be somewhere that most of us is even choosing that we want to be out of it? A lot of people is choosing and looking at it, especially even woke, looking at it like, I don't want to come back to this motherfucker. What make you think that you chose to be here then? Come on now. Come on now. People just be talking, bro. Speculating. If it ain't fact based, bro, I don't really want to talk about speculation like that. It's only gonna go so far. All of that imagination shit. Imagination is good, but when you applying it and you talking about in a context like this in this world where we trying to change the world, imagination only gonna take you um, as far as creating effective change so far. You got to have some type of foundation to your got to. People just be saying stuff just because it go with the narrative of what they rhetoric of what they be putting out. We do not choose to be here. I don't know nobody that would choose to be in a defective body, which is what a lot of people is born into. I don't know nobody who would choose to be in the world blind and can't even experience the full world to be in the first place. Come on now. Need to go make me some more coffee. Almost 2 hours. That's amazing, man. I mean, it'll be counting towards 3 by the time I'm finished. It's crazy. Do you know the trash can man, the trash can man, the trash can man? Do you know the trash can man? Boy, I ain't had no inhaler in a long time, boy. It's been a minute. Puppy monkey baby, what's up, boy? Who's a good boy? Oh, hey. Need to try to see if I can change it. Just try to push me on through this here. And I miss the days when I did not need coffee to stay up. Before working in Walmart overnight. Almost 2 hours just to color this in. Well, it's gonna be 2 hours by the time I finish. Even if I shaved out the time where I was talking. Said I wasn't gonna talk to, but I ain't tripping. I figured I should go ahead and air out what I need to say. I bet you a lot of people think it's funny seeing me with one viewer. They get a glory out of that. I'm gonna get a glory out of succeeding over that ass too. You ain't getting the last laugh. Somebody like me don't deserve no one viewer. I'm just being real. It's alright though. Mighty alright. They like that fella. Look at him. Look at him. One viewer. And he think he gonna do this or that. You can't even get over 2 viewers. I'ma laugh with you. You ain't gonna be laughing with me later though. Yeah, you ain't gonna be laughing with me later. Y'all ain't gonna be laughing later. Y'all will probably be working. Me, I ain't. Mm-mm. See, this at the minimum. I already did the math at the minimum. If I went based on the hours, it's already over $200,000 based on the hours alone. Already. And that's just the hours. That's what I tell y'all, man. It's already in the millions. That's just the hours. If I take into the accountants of how much money I have to put into it as far as colored pencils, paper, all of the materials and everything, that's more to add in. The most valuable thing ever, though, is the time that was taken away from my life to work on this. I got a lot of other stuff that I wanted to work on. These past year and 2 years has been dedicated to this project so much, man. So that's time I can't get back. Uh, but at the end, I'm definitely gonna definitely keep it going. I might have said 2 years and I ain't mean to either. You know, I got this 9:45 show. I'm gonna end this show at 9:30 so that I could prepare for that one. Uh, Regardless of whether I finish this or not, I'm gonna mandatorily end this at 9:30. I can come back and we can talk about flat Earth, Freemason from a Freemasonic view. I'm so proud of myself, man. No help at all. Nobody helped me. I don't think this would go too much farther. It's the last of this boot. No farther. Excuse me. That's good though because I don't need to use it. I mean, I don't need any more blue. That's the last of it right here. All of the blue for this side is colored in until the next time. After all of this is colored in, it's on to the lead. I would do a 24-hour stream, but Saturdays is not my work day. So I can't be on here working on Saturday. Sunday I might start that. I don't know. I just knew that today for Friday, I had to get this done. I had to. I go all day without eating so that I could keep my energy. I remember coming up when people used to tell me eating food is what help you get energy. Make sure you eat when you at school. But then when I look back at it, I realized, man, it was after I used to eat. I used to crash at school. Like I didn't used to want to do nothing. It was eating that used to keep me down. So Man, and it makes sense when you think about our ancestors in the primal world. It would only make sense that uh, the energy is more up before you get the food opposed to once you get the food. Once you get your food, it's time to throw down. It's time to relax at that point. The day is ending. You've done the works, the day's work for hunting. You found your food and everything, and then you eat and relax. And the next day, you need to be energized to start it all over again. So once you eat, it makes sense that as far as your brain, and make you sleepy or tired, it drains your energy, man. So looking back, I get that now. I mean, this mug is pretty much done. I got the rest of the day to finish those up there if I want to. I ain't got to do it right now. I could do one every hour. My whole goal is to finish this today, and I did that pretty much. Make sure that I knock this out. Friday is that day of the week that I apply fire. I'm very fast with everything. It's a finishing stuff. Whenever you fire, I mean that's the finish. When you cremate something, that's the finish of it. It ain't nothing from it. Nothing past that point after the fire. So so fire. This is Fire Friday. Go to 9:30. Shit, it don't even matter whether y'all look now. Shit, put this on close to me and finish this on up. I go to 9:30. I might finish. No telling. Either way it go, that stream in at 9:30. That's in 14 minutes. 13 now. 13 point something seconds. 13 minutes and something seconds. I mean, Like my job of 4 down to 3, and from 3 down to 2. At that point, for the rest of the day, for 2 of them, ain't no way that ain't in the end. Just shaved off a little time by doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this one. It'll be past the 30-minute mark because that's coming in about 6 minutes. Or it might finish out right on time. Color in this one and have those two to finish for the rest of the day. Mm.